Fuck it, we're back. We're back, baby. Fuck it. Wait too long. Fuck it, we're back. Don't blink, it's your boy Yink. Welcome to our show. I'm continuing on with having a wonderful day on this 20th July 2005. As you can see, the sun is rising, the city is waking up. Look at this beautiful, beautiful nature porn. It's gorgeous. Quick video on the tower. Gotta say, us playing more, us working more. Tier 10, this is such a good thing. This is such a good plan because, again, we're filming a lot. I'm filming 4 or 5 hours per day, and I'm looking at this screen and at this screen and at this screen 4 hours a day. So let's use those time. Let's use the time that we have just to beat some record on the tower. Everything helps. So yeah, let's fucking go motivated. Don't blink, it's your boy. Welcome to their show. I'm having a wonderful day. I have convinced myself, thanks to this beautiful nature part. But other things, of course. Come in. I'm sorry about last video. We finished it on a bad note. I was like, oh fuck it, bro. I'm gonna go sleep. This is not the way you act. This is not proper etiquette. So we're gonna come in and we're gonna be switching things. We're gonna be changing things and doing things the proper way. So continuing with episode number 4 of Lost, Feet on the Ground. Now, technically speaking, we finished this 10 minutes ago, so I know exactly where I am. So at night we saw that there was some boar there, which also means that there's food. There's a lack of food. See, this is insane, but in a really good way. Are you already finished? Can't see shit. Okay, you're good. You're good. I can't see shit. We have to really pay attention. See, John is character again. This is episode about John. There's multiple ways that he feels like the animal provides. So now they're hungry. There's less food. So what they do? They send piglets in the camp. So John sees it as okay, well, this is a miracle. They're lacking water. They find a waterfall with water. So John sees this as a sign, right? So they're like, hey, we have to hunt, right? Now we have a beautiful scene with Kate and Saeed. Now Kate and Saeed working together, so cool because Saeed is again super important. He's repairing a transceiver to repair the same transceiver that we received the first day. A lot of people are saying like, hey, the message that we received isn't a good message, so you just leave it alone. Saeed and Kate are like that. Now, why I love this, why this is so important, why this is so meaningful. Holy shit, guys. I'm not even kidding. This is from a movie. This is from a freaking movie, guys. Wow. Wow. The nature corn. Wow. This is insanely gorgeous. Oh my god. So it's straight up from a it's important because everybody goes to Jack. Hey, help me. For fuck's sakes. The phone is too hot. Again. So everybody goes to Jackson and like Saeed and Kate, they're working independently for the betterment of the castaway, because it's castaway or lost. I think it's good. I think it's actually a super nice thing. And we like Saeed and Kate, so when they work together, it's actually quite cool. We got Michael and Walt. It's kind of nice, but not nice. It's kind of nice because Michael found the dog. So the relationship should be better, but it's still not perfect. So like, okay, well, baby step. Oh, the sun. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna be annoying with the weather this morning. Just beautiful. Look at this. The sun. It looks like a moon, but it's literally a sun. Isn't that nice? Huge fan of nature. Huge fan of nature. Baby steps, right? With Walt and Michael. It's normal. Next thing that we have is Early and Sawyer fighting. Sawyer has been. See, this is complex. This is complex. Sawyer has been fighting with Early because he likes some food. Now, here's the problem. We don't know what happened. So Sawyer having his own food reserve, it's bad because everything should be for everybody. However, if he doesn't ask food for anybody else, and he took some, but he doesn't ask for food, then he can take care of. Now later on, which is next episode, there's gonna be a lack of water, right? And then Jin and Sun are gonna have some water, and then they're gonna say, "Hey, we get the water." Say, "Oh, we traded it for Sawyer water, and because we traded for Sawyer, Sawyer got a fish out of it, which possibly could mean that Sawyer didn't have any more food. So did he steal a lot? I don't know." So we see Sawyer in Early fight. Now, why is this an important scene? It's an important scene for a couple of reasons. The first reason why it's important is because it shows that people are starting to be hungry. People are starting to be aggressive. Because lack of food, right? So the lack of food is getting felt. It's apparent, people are feeling it. So actually important. Now, of course, the problem is, like, does Sawyer act in a bad fashion? Yes. Yes. 100%. 100%. However, nobody says anything. People are just like, oh, let him do it himself. It's a system where there's no law and order. Checking the phone is cold enough. It's not. So that's bad. This is a scene of John, and for some reason, the scene feels really dream scene behind it. I don't know if the show is filmed on a beach or behind a green screen, but this really feels like that. Now there's lack of food. Everybody's trying to fight for the food, and John, for the first time, says something. See, John has been standing back and relaxing and checking out. And for the first time he does a public announcement, it's like, yo, there's boars. When I came to us yesterday, it means there's a mama boar. We have to hunt it. So like, okay, well, this is food. Now, the problem is there are 47. There are 47 people. So asking for 47 people or feeding 47 people is a shit ton of work. It's really hard. Yeah, we're gonna be good. We're gonna be doing this one. I'll be doing some clips, and that's it for today. So we got more of Michael and Sun. Now, the Michael and Sun is kind of odd because Jin doesn't like Michael. So you think that Jin is jealous, so we think that Jin is racist. But then it makes some sense because Jin comes in and he's like, yo, this guy, he stole my watch. And I was like, it's my wife, and it's still my wife too. So that's pretty much it. And then at the same time, she kind of doing something. For example, she doesn't say, hey, I'm in a relationship, you know? So this is kind of shitty. Now, Michael, who so far have been nothing but nice to Sun, could be like, yo, why are you talking? Because Sun, she can speak in English. So, like, why didn't you tell her if you speak English? Which kind of sucks, right? So he has her to take care of her son, of his son. Which kind of like a proof of respect. I appreciate that. But then again, it's a proof of respect, which is great, but it's not a good thing. Why? Because it's once again, it's the trope of there's not enough characters on the show to make it interesting, right? Next thing we have Claire, who comes to Jack and say, "Hey, I found this in wreckage, and it's a picture of her wedding." And Jack is like, "Yo, that's really cool, but I'm not sure what I can do with that." She's like, "Oh well, we should do a funeral." He's like, "I don't have time for a funeral. I don't have the time for that." And then since she sees that he's not ready, like we could leave it. Now, I got a problem with the funeral because it doesn't feel, I don't know if it's Claire feeling she's useless, or there's a lot of people that says, "Hey, Saeed says a good thing too." It's like we can't bury them. We don't know their religion. We don't know where they are. Now, the cool thing is we've been there for 4 days, right? So people are trying to wear masks because the body odor is starting to stand out, which is decomposition, which is a detail that we've not thought about. So now we got, once again, we got Charlie coming in, we got Shannon. So then, because there's no food, Boone makes fun of Shannon. He's like, "Hey, what you gonna do? There's nothing to survive." And then at the same time, Shannon has been a freeloader. She doesn't help. There's the same episode. They're like, "Yo, you take care of the clothes. What are you doing?" And she's like, "Oh, I found my clothes. I don't care." And look at this. Oh, dude, this morning is just gorgeous. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. I'm sorry, guys. This is supposed to be one of the best morning ever. And then she comes in and she's like, "Yo, I'm hungry." And it's like, Boone's like, "You can actually catch a fish." And she's like, "Yeah, I can catch a fish." So what is the thing that she does? She gets Charlie to catch a fish for her. Which, again, best freaking morning ever, guys. Wow. Which again showed that Charlie kind of like a sucker, right? Because he's not doing the right things. Like, for example, people like Charlie want to help. See, this is why I don't like Charlie. I don't like Charlie because he feels like a bad character. First of all, whatever he does, he's following. He doesn't take charge. The first thing he does is he goes to a plane to help out, but he's looking for drugs. Second thing that he does for helping out is this. But he helps Shannon, who doesn't do shit, instead of helping a person that could do more. For example, he could tell Saeed, Kate, John, "Hey, you don't need to hunt. I'll take care of it. Just relax and do your stuff." Right? They're sending Jack, who is one of the busiest person on the island, which doesn't make any sense. Now they're not sending him. Sorry. But you know what I mean, right? And then Claire gonna have a baby. Gonna fall in love with Claire. Because he falls in love with Claire, he puts her safety in front of everybody else. Now, ultimately speaking, I understand that. Personally speaking, I get that. Personally speaking, Jin and Sun has been doing that. But however, Charlie, you're in a relationship, bro. Get out of it. Right? And this is sad because the very first person that he kind of flirts with, I think Claire is Shannon, you know? So kind of Shannon uses him. It's like, "Yo, can you teach me how to fish," right? And he's like, "No, I cannot do it." Now, the sad thing with this, the really sad thing is that Charlie is not going to fish himself. He's going to ask Early to do it. So you're going to get all the benefits. Now, there's another episode in season 2 where they found a stash of food. And Claire, which is at this point kind of Charlie's girlfriend, she loves peanut butter. And then he asked Early, "Yo, get me some peanut butter." Because Early's in charge of the food, right? And then he's asking Early, like, "Yo, give me the peanut butter." And it's like, you're asking me to steal from everybody just for your girlfriend. Who's not your girlfriend? It's like, "I thought we were friends." "No, you've been using me since day one." Charlie feels like a user, but then again, Charlie's a junkie. And junkies are a user. Charlie lies. Junkie lies. You understand? So if you think about Charlie as a character, she's a character. If you think about Charlie as an addict, okay, that makes sense. Okay. That's what I'm trying to say. Trying to say not successfully. We have Jack taking care of a person. This person is super important because they met before the plane crash. They met in the plane, which was super, super important. So now on the hunting team we have Jack. No, sorry. We got who? We got John. We got Michael. We got Kate and who else? I don't know. I think we got Charlie. No, John. That's it. There's only three people. Now, with all the promotion and the thing that's also important is even like Said is Muslim. Muslim people don't eat pig. Boar is pig. I like to see this about it, so I can't eat because of my religion. To me, that would have been cool. We get more of John backstory, which I already told you guys. This is about his boss abusing him, which kind of sucks. We got Early and Charlie who's fishing, which could be a very cool moment if it wasn't dirty by the fact that Charlie is using Early. Kind of sucks. We got more of John backstory. We find a boar. Now the boar comes in and strike at Michael, which hurts Michael. Now I already get the boar, so that's actually pretty cool. It would have been nice if the boar was a solution. But it's not gonna be a solution, right? So yeah, we're back at the camp. Got Sawyer. Got more of Claire preparing the funeral. Actually, quite nice. We see Walt with it's so nice. We see the party returning. We see that Michael is hurt, worried about his father, which is really nice. Now the sad part is Boone, and I actually really like Boone. I actually really like the character. So Boone realized that Shannon has been using Charlie, and he says, "Oh, you poor dude. I'm sorry, dude. She's been using you." Which is his sister. Other character would be like, "Yo, no, that's my sister. Fuck you off." But it's like, no, she used you. You know. So I appreciate it. Shannon's a shitty character. See, there's shitty characters in the show, and I kind of like that too. That's more of Jack taking care of a person. Now, it's super cool. Is the girl who's down? Jack is helping. Like, okay, well, I'm worried about my husband. It's like, I'm sorry, your husband didn't make it. It's like, yeah, he made it. He survived. Now, sorry guys, no tower. Just filming that beautiful nature corn. I got it about 5 minutes left, so we'll film that. Sorry guys, this is just beautiful. Yeah. Guys, this is amazing. Can you guys pick up the sorta? We call it, I don't know what you call it. But it's like rays of sunlight through clouds. There's like a sunbeam, which is really nice. So then the girl, she's like, my husband survived. Like, there's no way that he survived. Your whole camp is fucked. And then she's like, yeah, no, he survived. And then the craziest thing is, his husband, spoiler, did survive. It's actually a really cool episode. And what is the coolest thing here? Wait a second, is that the one? That is so strong. Yeah, this is the one. So Jack, this is a very well written scene. So she tells him, I don't know her name, I'm sorry. She tells Jack the other survives. Now, Jack sees his father. Why is that an important scene? Because Jack is a doctor, and before he was telling the truth to the patient, like, yo, you're gonna make it. And his father's like, no, don't say that. Give them hope. Give them a chance to fight for something. So this just happened, which is beautiful. See, with John, this is a John episode. He's like, the world will provide for you. Then I would provide. Jack needed a hope. The iron provided a hope. Jack needed leadership. It provided leadership. Jack needed to be a good doctor. He provided a good doctor. All this was his father. Got more of Kate and Saeed, which is actually really cool because they have their own thing going on, and it's for the betterment of the. it's for the betterment of the society, so I like that also. We had Kate and Jack, cute moments, but at the same time, it's not great. Locke is gone. Locke just left. Um, wait. Give me a sec. Locke leaving is a bit of a problem because Locke is one of the first person on the island. Now I'm seeing season 2, so I know a bit more. Locke is one of the first on the island to discover it is very special. It is extremely special. But then he goes out so often, so we can figure out that okay, well he saw this and this and this, and this is why he believes that. But you're hiding that from us. You're not showing us. There is a beautiful movie. That movie was Child Play 1. So Child Play 1 was made in the 70s. They had this robot Chucky. The robot Chucky wasn't good enough. So what they did, they had a doll. And Andy Barkley, which is the character, would place a doll in his ears, and he was pretending that he heard something. Now it was a doll. Now later on, they did place a robot, but the robot only had a couple minutes to do, so it wasn't that big of a deal. That's what we're doing with Locke. They're pretending like, oh, he saw this and this and this, but he hasn't seen shit. We have the funeral, which is just kind of nice. However, I don't know. Because in the funeral, I would like to see, like, hey, you're gonna get saved, you know? Or not. It's just a goodbye for people that left. There's no, like, okay, what's next? And I say that episode, so pretty good episode, pretty good review. We went 20 minutes. See, some of this episode I'm gonna go for more, and this one I'm gonna go for less. Anyway, I love you guys, take it easy. Peace. But now, what I'm gonna do is clips. I'm gonna do clips. We're done, guys, we're done. Okay, perfect. Whoa. Don't blink, it's your boy. Welcome to the show. I don't have any voice, I'm tired. I'm going to sleep. Look at the beautiful nature corn behind me. Isn't that nice? And now, look at nature corn in front of me. Nature corn in front of me, look at this. Look at this big boy. It has a really nice belly, look at it. Don't kill it, ink. The bee. How to show you? Nope, I can't show you. Anyway. Thanks for the lovely day. Love you guys. Peace. Don't blink, it's your boy. Welcome to the show. I'm doing well because I'm having a wonderful day. Welcome to the BDS. We finished making videos for the sunrise. It is 7:30 a.m. So we've been filming for 2 hours. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna stay up a little bit. I'm gonna do some clips, and that's basically my day. So thanks for watching. I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Okay, good. Nice. Okay, I'm sorry, spider. I should have not touched you. Okay. Tired. You're tired. I'm fucking tired. I am so freaking tired. No, we're good. Did you get Luigi? Oh, nice, shenanigans. Für Sinfonia? 4 page minimum. 3 houses. That's a good game. How much time? Completion 2 hours, 10 hours. Whoa. And Pokemon Diamond Pearl. Wow, 2069. Disgaea. There's no way. Star Ocean ended Last Hope. I don't know, the Starry Sky was a good game. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. I like candies. Do, 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 do. I don't like you. Ouch.
He runs off and then Talion confirms that he is an orc racist.
Trust has nothing to do with it.
I get my first Shadow of Mordor PlayStation trophy.
When you're on the go, when you're carded.
To a slight addiction. We equip the Orc Slayer Epic Rune onto our sword, and we see one of our best friends trying to escape from the slaver camp, and we don't help him for reasons. We track down Gimub to his camp, and the game definitely really wants me to go around and kill each of the archers, setting up a very strategic advantage for my attack. But no, I head straight on in. I don't have time to waste on that. I go for the stealth attack and it takes off a massive amount of his health.
Another straw that needs to be put back in its place.
I love when the orcs chat a massive game, even though I hit him with one stealth attack and it almost killed him. Anyway, 3 more arrows and he is finished. He is done. I have just slayed my first captain and it earned me another epic rune. We then identify Talion's new best friend, which is Ratbag the Coward. He'll be a big part of the story, trust me. First, on the way to Ratbag, we decide to free some slaves, and I end up kicking one of them. Oh my god, sir. Are you okay? We finish off the rest of the orcs using the game's pretty epic executions. It just feels so much more brutal and impactful in this game compared to Shadow of War. I turn around to apologize to the slave, but he is already taken off. I come across a little orc camping party, and I try to blow up the fire, but I guess I don't have the ability yet. Definitely feeling very weak right now, I was telling you. I free the rest of the slaves, and on my way to finding Gollum, I end up claiming my first tower, complete with a beautiful view of
Yeah.
a lovely statue of Sauron. He's on the run. I follow the best looking Gollum in the video game that we have into the cave. We find the artifact which triggers some memories from the other before. Gollum scuttles away, but not before introducing me to a he's a keen hunter. He spots me right before I dive on down, and I don't get the stealth attack. That's true. He's got a very strong kind of lads. Speaking of that, there's one of them right now. It just flag his way off the screen. Thankfully, I'm able to block his finisher, which leads me to getting a massive chain of strikes on Matthew the Blood Hunter. One more execution should do it. He's very weak. I go for the knee. I hit him again, but then a spear hits me, and I actually end up getting down from that. One of his blood hunters goes in for the kill, but I'm so delayed and I miss it. Oh my god, I completely missed that. The last chances in this game are definitely more difficult than they are in Shadow War. And thus, Booble is born, the Watcher, and he actually looks pretty goddamn badass, so I'm not that upset that he killed me. He may have beaten me, but I'm able to make him slowly spin around like an idiot. So who's really got all the power here? After respawning, I saved some random slaves that I come across, and they actually give me a quest. This is not something I knew that was in the game, but I think it's very, very cool. Let's check out this quest. The slave wants me to go and save his friend, and there they are right there. There's the mission. That is so cool. But before I do that, I've got the best character in the goddamn game that needs rescuing.
Oh, save scum. Pour poison over here.
They free rat bag, and he tells me that I need to go and help him kill the corridor team. Just look at us. The two boys on the road again. On our lovely stroll, we get ambushed. And rat bag immediately betrays me. But don't worry, all is forgiven, rat bag. I head into the fort to look for the captain. I end up executing the first orc that I see, and that kind of just leads me into a bit of a shit show, I'll be honest. I'm not supposed to raise the alarm, but yeah, I end up fighting just half of the fort here, and yeah, things just don't really go well. More and more orcs keep appearing. I'm cutting them down, but at one point one of them makes a break for the alarm. I try to catch up to him, but sadly Talon is very, very slow right now, and yeah, I failed the mission. Next attempt, I played the mission as it was intended by trying to be stealthy. But that also doesn't really go to plan here, as Talion leaps directly over the guy that I intended to execute. Eventually I'm able to get the archer. I jump on down because I know exactly where this guy is going to be. Because, yeah, like I said at the start of the video, this is not my first rodeo, but he's not here. I kind of thought he would be here. I thought the game would have that broken out in, but I guess not. Yeah. The third time is the charm. I decide to try and do the mission correctly. I grab the guy during the cutscene and he just kind of glitches off the edge.
He's always by the hunting camp.
The shield lads tell me exactly where I need to find the captain. Just gonna check. No, the archer's gone. I sprint my way over to the hunting site, crushing a few spiders along the way. And there he is. Goroth. Oh, this is interesting. The Caragor Tamer has a fear of Caragors. This is gonna be quick. Talion sneaks up and takes a massive chunk out of his torso. He tries to run, fearing for his life. Talion grabs him and hurls him into the fire. He runs around on fire for a bit. Sadly, this doesn't end his life, so then Talion has to take
What is the best?
a swift arrow to the neck puts down the Caragor Tamer for good. Ratbag the coward then claims that he was the one that ended the life of the Tamer. He takes the promotion for himself.
I need you to take a body back to my tent. I'm gonna give me a trophy.
Last time I did this, I got these gatekeeper orcs that are in a cutscene to unalive Talion to see what they would become. Let's do it again. Last time the guy became a shield master, and he was pretty goddamn cool. Let's see if we he's gonna become. Last time, who the hell is that? That is not him. He became like the ogre. He became like fucking Shrek. What? Oh, there we go. He's changed. What the hell is that? That's so funny. Okay, I guess the Watcher increased in power. And he became nothing. Yeah, nothing really happened. We are finally on the way to do that slave mission that I was told about. Obviously, we're gonna grab an intel orc along the way. He shows me this lad. Doesn't look too interesting. I'm sorry lad, you have to die. The orc was not very interesting. On our way there, we come across your mother's blade just in the soil. What is she doing leaving that there? Of course, along the way, we come across more captains with a firebrander here. Level 10. Let's see just how tough he is. I do a little bit of sneaking up here, and then I actually decide, you know what? I can't be asked being sneaky. I'm just going to reveal myself to him right now to see what he says. Okay, yeah, what he said definitely made sense there. Yep, he's going to brand me. We'll see about that, man. Let's see how powerful your level 10 is. And of course, another captain comes running in to help.
You won't get away this time, my sweet. Even if you run. Pay yourself back.
Giggles? You're not even giggling. I can't stress enough how much that annoys me. When an orc captain has a certain name, and I don't even live up to that name, I shoot the barrel behind the firebrander and he just goes up in flames. You'd think an orc that's called the firebrander would be immune to fire. Oh well. Giggles also goes up on fire, but he needs a longer, more painful punishment than that. I haven't heard a single giggle from you all fight, and for that, you need to go. With
D'où résistant et fièrement ici.
Your secrets are safe with me. I urge you to be careful, so entirely careful. That's the Resurrection, new series now streaming exclusively on Paramount Plus.
Tapping into your TFSA to buy a car? Not a chance. Our Affordable Plus section offers vehicles at $15,000 or less. That way, everyone's happy, even your financial advisor. Shop direct with Automobile Direct.
With those two captains not taken care of, I head on over to do the slave mission. I'm sure nothing's going to get in the way. I'm going to execute this orc, and I actually find out he's actually a captain. He looks so bland. Finally, we have a captain that lives up to his name. Giggles can take some notes from the Smasher. All he talked about was smashing me. But I'm sorry, Mr. Smasher, you still need to die. I finish him off with some arrows directly into his skull. But right after his body clatters to the floor, I spot my nemesis, the Watcher. I hit him Italian's signature flying knee. Just knocks him on his ass. I go in for a quick stab and I reduce him to half health. My nemesis? Is this really him? He doesn't seem like a worthy challenge. At this point, I start getting swarmed by orcs. I decide to defeat the nemesis system by letting him go. Maybe he'll come back stronger one day. I make a break for it, and then I finally make it to the slave mission I was told about so long ago. It appears to be just a simple rescue the slave mission that wants me to use stealth, but I prefer a more direct approach. And with that, I have freed the free folk, while not being stealthy at all. It seems like I have lured the entire fort to my location. There's only one thing that can save me now. With that taken care of, let's go check out our cutscene Chill and Spiro as he tries to make some new friends. president blocks him. This time I'm not letting this captain escape. I hit him with one of Talian's signature keys. I quickly threw this orc into him to stop him from running away. I use this distraction to get behind him, grab him, and chuck him off a very, very small ledge. Let him fly. I actually think they fly better in Shadow of Mordor than they do in Shadow of War. I then challenged myself to see how many orcs I can chuck off the edge before being hit. My record is 5. I tracked down Gollum again as he's hunting for some delicious little ratsies. He leads me on a bit of a scavenger hunt to find Celebrimbor's crime. Is it a crime? I don't really know what this thing is called. I'm damn sure I'm not going to start Googling it. That thing right there, is it a crime? Is it a tiara? Anyway, a massive amount of ghouls pop out of the ground and proceed to try and rip me to shreds. Luckily, this life or death situation triggers Talian's spider flight, and he remembers how to use his red flash ability. Definitely something that will come in handy when you're getting attacked by 200 ghouls. The ghouls now taken care of, I proceed to do one of the most satisfying games in Shadow of Mordor, which is to take these towers and unlock a big section of the map. After that mission, I decide to explore around Mordor a little bit. I save this slave. He then gives me a quest to save his brother. I find some intel about a captain on a war body. I see another orc that's got intel. Get away from him. He's mine. Oh my god, did I shoot him? Get away from him. Oh, he was so hyped, he thought he won. He thought he beat the Caragor himself. You fool. I do another confrontation, this time Horza the Maniac, who looks like a complete psychopath. I quickly hide behind these sandbags, and he runs straight past me. I get the jump on him, like an idiot. I lay some arrows into his noggin, weakening him down a very hefty amount. Despite being on the verge of death, he still manages to threaten me.
After I cut you down, I'm gonna feed your carcass to my warriors.
At this point, his berserker boys run in. They give him the old "Get down, Mr. President" treatment. They definitely do make it a lot more difficult for me to kill this guy. Constantly attacking me. I can't quite seem to get the finish of all these.
Carl Geiger.
I have no choice but to start taking them out. With their numbers thinned down, I'm finally able to finish off the Maniac. Pretty badass looking strike. With the blood still warm, I look to make a swift exit. Alright, why not? I'll take all the assassin. Oh, okay, he's already done me. Okay. Wait, let's pause it here. This is my first time playing it on PlayStation. I usually play Shadow of Mordor on Xbox or on PC using an Xbox controller. What button do you think I press whenever I see X? You're goddamn right. As you might imagine, I'm not very happy about what just happened there, so I look to get immediate, sweet, and swift revenge. I struck immediately, creating a massive fireball from this huge barrel. The assassin hates burns, which I definitely knew. Definitely. But I move in to strike a Caragor gets there first. The Caragors are running around going crazy right now. I have to go one at a time. It was blocking the way between me and the assassin. I'm left alone with the assassin. He's got absolutely no chance against Talion. An enraged Talion, stabbing him on the floor before finishing him off with an execution. The Caragor just watches as his body clatters to the floor. I then finish off the Caragor the only way I know how, by shooting it up its ass 3 times. Wait, no, that didn't kill it. Oh my god! Oh no! Oh, he's got me. Oh no! I'm so slow at this. Oh my god! This goddamn PlayStation controller! I can't believe a Caragor is going to become a captain. Interestingly enough, the assassin
assassin make sure you kill. I'm gonna make sure of you.
Oh my word. The assassin has come back to life. This is the first orc that comes back to life in this playthrough. And my god, does he look interesting. He looks more like a jester now with those cuts on his face. Clear a path to the assassin. But as I go in to deal the blow, he ends up hitting me at the exact same time that I hit him. And he downs me. But this time the quick time event is a triangle, so I get it. But he hits me immediately again and I fall. Another triangle, and I'm alright. I start to focus on the other Uruks. The assassin is definitely getting better over here. But when I go to hit him, I get hit in the back with a random spear. It's my other nemesis, the Watcher. But he ends up humiliating me, which he'll definitely live to regret. I plunge my sword deep into the assassin, and then when I finally think I have him, another Uruk shows up.
You will finish me off by throwing some undue, mate. Not so easy. I'm back to finish you off.
This is the craziest the Nemesis system has ever been for me in Shadow of Mordor. Two orcs cheating death at the exact same time. I fire an arrow into the flesh render, and to my surprise, it one-shots him. Then there's nothing left for me to do but to finish off the assassin. His final speech was a little bit lackluster due to him just being in a bush. And I'm surprised again to see that I can actually gain intel from him before I end his life. You know, might as well. The Ghoul Lover. God, he looks horrible. Everyone say goodbye to the jester-looking assassin. I don't think there's any coming back from this. After taking his hidden power rune, which increases the duration of last chance, I head off in search of more orcs. I come across the fort and I have a cheeky little gander inside. I can see some captains over there, and then I find an old familiar friend, my nemesis. But this time I'm not letting him escape. I've come to the realization that I need to make my Talion stronger. I can't have another situation where 2 or 3 orcs are all coming back from the dead and ambushing me at once. I have to start the Uruk purge right here, right now, starting with the Watcher. Goodbye, mate. You know what's about to happen here. It's my favorite type of kill. Look at him, gracefully flying off the edge in slow-mo. Job done. I'm sure we'll be seeing the Watcher.
You need to work, bro. What are you doing?
As soon as I turn around, I find another captain just standing there. Crook Lithlad. He's pretty basic, and thanks to him, I find out that my execution is insanely powerful now. He had more than half health, and I just executed him like that. I jump on down to come face to face with the grinder.
Nothing's gonna save you. Not even a scrap of you.
And I take him out almost immediately. Absolutely buzzing from this. I then decide to go and ruin it by doing a mission that I genuinely have never really liked or enjoyed at all. And that is the Graug Ghoul Cave mission. You can see why I'm not looking forward to it. Graugs in this game are genuinely terrifying. Talion decides to lure the Graug away from the cave by shooting some bait down. I then try to break the game and play it in a completely different way by shooting the Graug in the face to see if he even would come over, but he's completely oblivious to it. A bit like me at 3 in the morning when I see a kebab. Just about making it inside the cave in time, and we go in search of more of Celebrimbor's possessions. Celebrimbor finds out that he made the rings for Sauron, and that might have been a slight mistake. But ultimately this is fine, because at the end of the day, he's not a little bitch like he is in Rings of Power. The game begins to collapse, and this leads to Talion learning another one of Celebrimbor's abilities.
Don't blink, it's your way. Welcome to a very early morning. I'm considering you up having a wonderful day. We just finished making the videos that we're having a little snack. Gum. We're gonna do some clips for an hour. Or just sleep. Wake up at like 3:30. I'm gonna back to the bank today. So yeah. Oh.
Gagner une foule de récompenses est un vrai jeu d'enfant. Téléchargez l'appli et ajoutez-vous.
Ça, technique avancée, protège le moteur.
Okay.
I just about escape in time before coming face to face with this horrible creature.
Good riddance.
After that, I meet up with my ginger friend. He teaches me about poison herbs, which I then pick and poison the orc's grog.
No wonder this stuff burns.
As you can see, this has a pretty horrible effect on the orcs. After finishing that mission, I smell some delicious orc cooking, so I decide to crash a feast.
Enjoy yourselves, lads. It's wasting time.
And I'll be honest, I'm feeling pretty goddamn good about Italian right now. These orcs are just set up to be completely destroyed. I shoot that barrel, and already this guy is ready to run away. He is ready to be thrown off a small ledge and sprain his ankle really hard. He tries to run, but he's not gonna get away that easily. He runs straight into another explosive barrel, which lights him up. I then drag him over to the small ledge that I was talking about earlier, and there we go. He's airborne, he's flying, he's soaring. Nothing's gonna stop him now, except for the cruel, cruel reality of drowning. I then decide to go and check up on my best pal, my best buddy, Ratman.
You call this a duel? No. I call this losing a duel, you clown.
Ratbag's in trouble, and I'm not gonna rest until I put down his bullies. Again, the game wants me to go around and stealth kill all the archers, but I'm not gonna do that. A direct approach is much more my style. I thrive in the chaos. But of course, he's immune to stealth and arrows.
And I will show everyone you know
You've been accused, mistake here, rogue. Nobody lays hands on Ratbag and gets away with it. Hitting him on the floor took away half of his health. This fight is over. I use my element light to clear away the rest of the orcs, then I go in for the interrogation. It reveals the other, bigger twin. Then all that's left is to crush the mind and crawl.
That's what I call teamwork. Before I choose one.
I free Ratbag, my best friend, and he uses this victory to claim success and climb the orc ranks. After the fight, I quickly do a little bit of leisurely slave freeing before I go on to face the roided out other twin. Why did Ratbag think that telling the other twin that he killed the original twin was a good idea? His brother. Ah, Ratbag, you and your shenanigans. It's funny that Vitalian has been killing orcs constantly this playthrough by throwing them off tiny, tiny ledges, but he somehow thinks that Ratbag will survive this massive fall. I stealthily take out the first orc. I have a look. I have to get rid of 2 berserkers for the roided out twin to show up. Easy pickings when there's an explosive barrel nearby. I shoot the other one just for good measure. There he is, making his marble supervillain entrance. I shoot the bait above his head, but little do I know that is just put there because he hits and gets enraged by Caragors. The developers know exactly what they're doing. And then to add to this, the Caragor even starts going for me. They're working together. The Caragor goes for me. He gets enraged and gets crazy straight off, just purely hating the Caragors. Anyway, he's not armor-proof. I fire a few arrows into his head. I go for an execution. Oh, he definitely is stronger than the other captains that I've been dealing with. But he's nowhere near as strong as I am. Look at that. Look how much help I just took off there. He is done. I slash his blade away and then I pierce his shoulder with my flaming sword. His goopy blood goes everywhere, terrifying the other Urux. Yes, Run-Bang is war chief. I'm gonna ride his coattails all the way to the top, baby. What an absolute legend. Just look at how nice this trophy looks. Look at that picture. Oh, I need that as an emo for my channel. Speaking of that, I do stream, so check out the link in my description if you want to catch a live stream sometime. Lord and Savior Run-Bang then gives me the task to take out every other war chief. Only he can rule. This leads me to this fortress right here. To take out a few of this war chief's archers, and that lures him directly to me. Gimud the Shield Master, an orc of few words. I head on over to him and he just immediately runs away. Fear of Caragors, that is not a good fear to have when you're a war chief in the middle there. But I'm not gonna let him get away that easy. You're going down, Mr. Shield Master. And the only way to put him down, in my mind, is to throw him off a very, very small cliff. But as you can see, the game does not want me to take him out this way. It forces me to have a wee chat with him first. Alright, Mr. Shield Master, enough talking. You should have fallen to your death, but I guess this will do. One down, free to go. I grab this random intel orc, inspect his mind, and it reveals another war chief, the brother. This is such a cool orc. As soon as I come out of that orc's mind, the scholar is there waiting for me, and he definitely regrets not running off sooner. Immediately after, I find another intel orc, and again it gets interrupted, this time by the halfling lover. Who also lives to regret taking on Talion. I then go on an absolute tear through the war chiefs, starting with the Skullcracker. I take out his bodyguard first, to my surprise, just with one stealth attack. That's all it took. Goodbye, cool lover. You were truly horrifying. All it takes is 2 executions into the Skullcracker, and he is good to lay to rest. Another war chief down, and I think it's about time Talion did a bit of recreation. And that is, of course, Talion attending an execution. I dive on in there, and this fight actually leads to one of the funniest results I've ever seen. I weaken him down, I go to throw him off the edge, because of course I do. But before I do that, he takes a spear directly into the back of his head, and just look at him fly so gracefully. That is brutal. Talion thought that was so much fun, he needs a little bit more recreation before he goes after the remaining war chiefs. So we decided to go after one of these orcs that actually killed me when I played through the game in my last part, the Flesh Burner. He actually one-shot me in my previous Shadow of Mordor playthrough, but this time it was going to be different. I'm stronger now, Flesh Burner. Alright, that's enough fun for Talion. Let's get back to the war chiefs. Oh, I thought he was going to speak. He's supposed to speak to the skull on his shoulder. That's his brother. Oh, I'm disappointed. I quickly take out his first bodyguard, the Sergeant. I then give the brother a little poke. To my surprise, he goes down pretty easily. Yes, he's finally talking to the skull like it's his brother. I go for the quick time event, but it's X again, which obviously I mess up, and of course he retreats. I try to clear away the orcs because a small army has appeared, but he does end up getting quite a bit of distance on me. Four captains arrive, one of them actually ends up downing me, and he does get away. I escape the area, and on my way out I come across just a random captain hanging out beside a small cliff. I think you know where this is going. After that, Tallien picks some flowers, and then he goes back to finish off the other bodyguard. Alright, let's try and hunt down the brothers again. I track him down the fortress again, and he seems to have managed his captains. I ignore the blood to aerial stealth kill the final supporter to lure out the brothers. But rather than walking in like a badass, he sort of just does a little jerk. Another captain shows up, and I honestly love this sort of Isengard Uruk style helmet. And of course, this guy retreats again. I'm not letting you escape this time, lad. But there is a huge army coming my way here. I try to disperse some of it, and he does get a bit of a jog on. He climbs up there. I try to shoot him. But he's invulnerable to range. I run around here, and then he just sort of drops down in front of me. I don't think his escape plan is really going too well. But the Elven Light Blast later, and a swift kick, and he is down. Thankfully, seeing their war chief beheaded causes all of the orcs to flee in fear. Also, something that I didn't think would happen was that captains actually flee as well, just from seeing their war chief getting beheaded. I mean, I say that, but I suppose that is quite a horrible thing to witness. That would probably make you kind of scared. But I'm not going to let this Isengard helmet-wearing Uruk escape me. He might tell the final war chief that I'm coming for him. I can't let that happen. I put him down in one of my favorite executions where I kind of make them just sort of fall onto my blade. Very badass. I guess all the noise draws over another captain called the Thunderer. Apparently he's been hunting me all across Mordor, but he really isn't prepared. I even finish him off with just throwing knives to add insult to injury. And you guessed it, another captain shows up. This time the blood dude that I avoided earlier. It doesn't go well for me. It is now time to do one of my favorite missions in all of Shadow of Mordor. I follow Higgin, Talion's old friend from the Black Gate days. We track down his cart of blasting powder, clear out the surrounding works. Arrogant, bald, topless men arrive to push the cart. His sketchy lads start to push the cart all the way to the Black Gate, while I secure the area.
You can literally see what's going on now. Lovely. What financial engineer?
Around here, it's El Patio.
Oh, I love those chairs.
This Friday, experience something that's so nuts, so outrageous, you need a safe word.
Is he serious?
Oh, your tickets now.
Nouveau Niverman Black and White. Défends tes couleurs avec 72 heures de protection contre la transpiration.
This guy's got serious main character syndrome. I continue to get bullied by the two captains of the army of Prince until I'm finally able to land a pretty hard blow of the Guardian, weakening him down. I'm very weak at this point, so I end up trying to lure everyone over to the cliff edge. This scrub does here to jump on me, but thankfully no X buttons come up at the last stand. The captain that pursues me looking for an easy kill, he falls right into my trap. I am the king of the small ledges, you fool. It's just that easy, lads. One after another. This is my favorite way to get rid of all these poor captains. But the fun was soon over, as it was time to take on the Hopper.
So the local war chiefs did nothing to prevent this sacrilege. They all perished in battle, my lord. Or lived to be. War chief Ratbag. Unfortunately, you are still alive.
It's fucking cute, I see for sure.
Bring me the head of this grave walker. Bring the head yourself. Ranger from the Where was your bravery when we bled your wife and cut in your son? Kill him!
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this. Oh, God. Jesus, Howard, calm down, lad. Calm down, lad. I start riddling in with execution strikes. All I have to do is dodge around his attacks, hit the grunts, build up a bit of a hit strike, and then hit the hammer with my execution. This is such a badass execution here. Look at this. Sword in his body, goes for the spin around, grabs it, pulls it out of him. He then gets finished off with one of Talion's deadly knees.
How does your vengeance taste, Talion? Is not the darkness sweet?
Damn.
My goodness, that was cold. Putting away his sword, pulling out his son's blade. My God.
I keep two days together. As the action of the man. Swift. Like time.
Do you speak of the living?
My name is McLaren, from the Sea of Nine. From the city.
Well, if I was on sea, you should have stayed with me. There's nothing here.
Lady Marwyn, Queen of the Shore, wishes audience. She has seen visions of your misfortune.
Queen of Seas Legend.
Visions of the return of the great Peregrine War. She wishes to make you. And that is all I know. I must gather provisions. Return to London as he long treacheries. My camp is close by. My honor to escort you.
I've just arrived in a new area in Shadow of Mordor, and instead of creating a story with the orcs that are already here, I'm going to create my own horde of captains. I'm curious what kind of nemesis system story is going to be created, and I just keep letting random fucking grunts unalive Talion. What kind of awesome and rare captains are we going to see, and which ones are going to be strong and brave enough to rise up and become a war chief? First orc I come across is unfortunately for him an intel orc. So instead of making him a lovely new captain, I peer into his mind and I force him to tell me information about one of the war chiefs in his clan. He shows me the relentless. Yeah, he does look scary. Just look at his red eyes. Ooh. Before I can start making New Yorks in this region, the game forces me to do the story quest. I run into this kid, we run a kill a Brentmore Tower, which triggers another flashback into his past. I gotta say, Sauron is looking pretty badass there. And as we turn around to leave, a massive pool shuts the gate and traps us in the Riverstone. Headed with the fire because I don't know if most people know this, but most schools are deeply, deeply allergic to fire. He recovers, so I hit him with another fireplace, lighting him up like the 4th of July. He's then saved by a get on, Mr. President pool. This only lasts so long as I fire arrow after arrow into his noggin. I have a little bit of a tussle with the lesser ghouls, but eventually I'm able to get the execution of the ghoul mother. That's actually not what she's called, but that's what I'm going to call her anyway. The master ghoul dispatched back to run through the games, trying to escape a huge horde that's hot on my kingdom.
It's 1v1.
When I make it to the entrance, I get surrounded, but I actually end up being saved by a mysterious stranger using some flaming arrows.
No, I like that guy.
I awaken to find out I've been saved by a badass smoking orc. But that doesn't matter, I've got a mission to get to. The first orc that's destined to become the captain actually finds us. This blue guy right here, he looks like he's perfect. Let's see what he says. Is he gonna have personality off the bat? Yeah, I would say that's personality. Oh my goodness, of course. Of course, the first orc that I make a captain sounds like the maniac Olaf. Oh my goodness. And of course, his name is Zog. Ooh, Zog the Brawler. I like his hat, I like his armor, and I like the way he shatters his teeth. Good start. Before we make the next captain, I decide to do a little bit of traveling. Look at my people's place and my goodness. Shadow Portal on the PS5 is very, very good. I run into a massive group of orcs and I'm like, whichever one gets the kill, gets the promotion. Let's go, lads. I'm not gonna move. But there we go. It's been chosen. I hope it has intel as well. I always think it came from the
Thanks for that.
Right, Luke, Josh, what have you got there? What have you got, lads? Show us. Show us. He's drilling the captain. Takes him out. He goes towards the beach. Boring. Okay, he did get a bonus weapon. I like the bonus weapon, but the rest is kind of mid. Yeah, it didn't do too much. The next orc I zip on off the tower. I find this guy. I take a closer look and I end up deciding, I don't know how to look at this. I throw to the floor and I walk off. But then as I walk off, I see that the slaves are kind of congregated around him, and one of them actually throws a punch, and they start beating him up on the ground. I had no idea that the human slave would do this. My goodness. So then I thought, this orc has been through so much, he's been beaten bloody by slaves. I think I know it to make him a captain. Alright, Borgie. Oh, Code Stopper. He looks like an absolute unit. And of course, the Brawler levels up. As does the Meat Grinder. I think they're going to level up every single time I make a new captain. Let's have a closer look here. Oh, he looks like an absolute beast. My god, he is actually terrifying looking. The chest piece looks like it's from Alien. What a badass. Before getting the next captain, I unlock my first tower. Reveal Park region. That's probably the most satisfying thing in this game. Goes for the promotion, he hits the ambush, and he gets the kill. Dawn, oh my god, up to power 16. Take a look at the front. He's not even green. I mean, he's got green skin, but no green pins. Honestly, I don't really know if he can really be a frog club without having green pins. Alright. I need a palate cleanser here. As they work down to me, a random captain appears with a glowing green hammer. Who is this mysterious captain? Alright, Tars, the kid rat, ooh, look at the eyes. Look how dirty, and he's got cool colored eyes now. I love a kid rat. Let's get into the controversial. I think the orcs are more detailed in Shadow of Mordor than they are in Shadow of War. Like, take this guy for instance. Look at how dirty he is. He's way more dirty than the orcs are in Shadow of War. It's a weird thing to say, but there'll be more instances where this is true later on. Alright, the next orc we're gonna make some dreams come true. I think should be a shield bearer. This guy will do. Alright, come aboard. Traffic David. Color is he that one? Let's go, he's gonna take his place. Oh no, the shooter, the road stopper. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh wow. Road stopper is beast. And it looks like that has earned the road stopper a promotion up to the next level. Wow. The road stopper for places. Since that last captain didn't quite make the cut, we're gonna stop messing around. We're going to the circle next. Orcs about to step up and shake the world. Let's go, Horde! Oh my god, he was killed by a shadow. I didn't know that could happen. Oh my god. Days gone. What the bloody hell was that? I didn't know shadows could do that. I didn't know they could just legit these orcs from even coming at nothing. What? That means we are really strong to become a captain. Otherwise, the shadows just aren't going to let him in. In survival of the fittest here, I go into the biggest part of North I can find. And Rug emerges. Oh, he's done it! I think I'll look the same shadow as well. Oh, blah! Rug blah!
Chez Automobile en direct, on a 1500 nouveaux arrivages par mois. Ça, c'est 375 nouveaux véhicules par semaine, 54 nouveaux véhicules par jour, c'est même 2,25 nouveaux véhicules par mois. Automobile en direct, ton auto, on le direct.
My god, let me get a look at this guy. Okay, this orc is the juggernaut. He looks so mean. The red paint, the shield wielding axes. Yes, more of that. Before we make another captain, I recruit the Caragor. What I can go on what? With that done, I then go and look for the biggest giant of orcs that I can find. This technique seems to work pretty well usually. Could this be our first shield bearer that actually makes it through? No. The answer is no. Let's see if a spear thrower can fare any better. Again? No. No. How about a really big, fat origin? Okay, I guess not. I guess, what about a shield guy? Okay, no, maybe not. An archer? No. Okay. What about Groot? Groot? No. Rejected. This guy? No. Alright. take a break from this. I need a crazy orc break. Let's talk to my first captain. After the brawl leaves me alone, and then meet a horrible, horrible orc. Check the army here when this happens, and the cruel pops in. Alright, he's not one of mine, he faced me this XP. That's what I think until he one-shots me and then hits me with no chance. And when he kills me, he changes the army view forever. First, he takes a sneaky promotion for himself. Solve the brawler, my first captain, promotes himself. The K-Bra also promotes himself. The meat grinder then finally moves, and he gets taken out by a shadow captain. No promotion for you. And after all of that needless killing, he just dies to a shadow with immediately replaced. Well, I guess we can recruit now, so let's get to it. Okay, he's done it. Oh, we've not seen this for a while. What's he going to become? The Taskmaster? Boring. We need another. I first start by throwing this truck through the fire. I think it's going to make him stronger. I then tackle him to try and fit him out. That's my experiment works. Will he become a no. Nothing really changed. Nothing changed. Another! Darg gets the final.
There you go.
He takes
Done.
out the slave Taskmaster. The cook! Look at him with his cleaver and his bit of meat on a stick. Oh, he's amazing. Oh, and I would get to a text as I immediately advance time. And well, to put it bluntly, he dies. So you guessed it, the bone stalker. Next captain kills me beside 3 slaves on this lovely little grassy hill. Surely he'll be a character. Yes, definitely a character. The warrior. Again, he didn't really change how he looks. Accumulating my first power before getting right back to it.
You're just a star. Same Sarah himself would not like that.
Let's go push grab pointing up for me. The rat. His eyes went all weird. That's basically all that changed. Alright, another player one. We need to up the ante here. Come on, man. You're gonna need a red chest.
Okay, that's good. No,
Sorry, Bloodhound, you are mad.
I'm ready to sleep.
Oh, for God's sake, Evil Eye. Also, the Pro's love to die and try to promote himself. I wonder where that comes from anyway. Alright, let's get some replacements. Who wants a lot? He's made a Cosby Evil Eye. What's he gonna become? Something cool? Deadeye. Deadeye. We have Evil Eye and we have Deadeye. I think it's about time we took down one of these pesky war chiefs. I'm curious to see if one of my boys has got the guts to promote themselves to war chief after I remove the relentless.
Only Stephen Stone survives the run. Resist the warship
To lure the war chief out first, all I need to do is just raise the alarm. Simple enough. With the alarm I raise, I just need to kill 35 orcs to make this lad up here. With that campfire, I'm now exploding and setting the orcs down. I defeat the rest by using a combination of strikes and elven light. 3 kills, 1 more should do it. And there we go. Here he is. Oh, he is riding with the boys. Look at this glossy. Why is that one turned the wrong way? Get over here, Nick. What are you doing? Oh my word. 4 of them. Alright. Let's get in there. Wow, this bodyguard looks badass. Let's see how well we can do here. I mean, there is 4 of them, and I'm getting some good strikes on him. Stun him, going to the combo strike, going to the execution. Oh, it takes up a massive amount of health. This might be easy, lads. This guy's going hard. I ricochet an arrow directly off his skull. And I fire one at my old friend, the crew. Okay, enough talking. Let's get in there. I dive right into the middle of all 4 of them. I'm just trying to get at the bloody warchief, but there's so many lads around. I'm just scrambling for my life right now. I get some good hits on here, but as you can see, there are just so many grunts. But I'm also terrified the crew's going to get me, considering he has no chance. I begin to get overwhelmed. I chuck this lad off the bridge, and I'm trying to roll away. I'm trying to get some health back. As you can see, it does not go well. The Krill hits me in the back with one of his deadly no-chance arrows, and he finishes me off again. He is my nemesis. Because I fell in battle, every single orc that was there ends up getting a power increase, which, my god, that is a lot of power increases. All
Ooh, nice.
of them, even the bloody
Normal you try, bro.
gets his level increased.
Okay.
Something's clear. If I'm gonna take out that warchief, I
Nice.
definitely need to increase my own power. And also
Nice.
use bodyguard.
Super nice.
Respawn, I come across the rat. He's a little bit boring. I did create him, but right now he just looks like walking XP to me. After that chat, it doesn't take me long to weaken him down. I can hit him with a massive execution. Take out some of the drums to prevent them from sounding the alarm. And then hit the rat with another nasty execution, and of course he tries to retreat.
Au café, s'il vous plaît? It was... Je ne voulais particulièrement me parier à quelque chose. Where'd all the time go? Starting to fly.
Just 2 skinny kids!
Did you see that?
We followed Noah to see if he was cheating on Carmen.
You're gonna ruin Carmen's chances with it.
I've got Dumbledore. I got about 6 of him. Hey, he's gone. Well, you can't expect him to run around all day, can you?
What's first? I need to get my revenge. I want a perfect time to take on the crew as he's doing one of
Mission successful, guys!
Yeah, that's pretty standard, I'll be honest. Go on, Krill. What are you gonna say to me now? Well, I was too late. 2 good orcs have already been killed. That's fine.
What the God? The sun is up.
I'm
this is
just
my
trying to show
calling.
people on the internet my boobies. I suggest that we should all just make together. Yep. Yeah. Eiffel Tower?
I think this is a really good idea. I don't know how we got here, but I think this is a really good idea. You're so smart, Iris. Thank you for showing me the way.
Stop! You're gonna pass him. Pull over.
Wait until I stop the car.
What are you doing here? I'm going to that stupid ballet thing in Gresham. Duh. Why didn't you just get a ride with me? Because Sam, my asshole dad, said he would drive and totally lied. Who's that? My dad, weirdo. Get in. Hi, Dad. Well, if I get a ride with you?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Well, no, I'm just ghost calling. That tune's snatched. Who is it?
My bad. You're welcome.
Sweet. So, are you like the lead singer or something?
Yeah.
I go to the Soul Garage sometimes. You ever play there?
No. They don't play there. They're like old.
And you'd know because you've been there like never?
Hey, what happened to your face? Looks like you got hit or something.
Thank God. Quit staring, stalker. Hey, is there a bathroom nearby?
Maybe closer to Gresham.
Okay, but can we pull over like now? Please.
There's nothing here.
Okay, but I'm actually like peeing a little bit, like right this second.
Why are you being so disgusting?
I totally am, like right on the seat.
Hey, Dad, can you please pull over?
Yeah. All right. Kayla, come on, let's get going. Kayla! Kayla! Kayla!
Nouveau Nivea Men Black and White avec 72 heures de protection contre la transpiration et les odeurs. Et c'est la formule anti-tache de Nivea Men pour protéger les vêtements des taches jaunes et blanches. Nouveau Nivea Men Black and White. Tout défend des couleurs. Nivea pour la peau.
It's making you warm. Feels like it's been a while. That's an interesting pose. I'm sure he's gonna be cool though. Let's see this caller. He became a there. Another. We need another.
Stop! You're gonna pass him.
Just can't help myself. I'm acting.
My hands are like, no, I just feel like I can't open my sur la table.
Okay, I admit that when I first saw this clip, my initial reaction was to criticize him and to think, oh, what a rude man. Then I got to thinking a little bit and I remembered.
I don't wanna damage you, don't fucking test me, my mental's on.
I swear to God, it's actually the best thing I've ever had.
I don't wanna.
Dead fly over here on my counter. And look, bro, look at him. Homie, dead as hell. Alright, what's up, you dirtbags, bro? We're finally back.
Violet.
Late at night, I'm sparking up.
Excuse me, my dear brother. May we ask you if you have a stance on Palestine?
What's that?
A stance on Palestine?
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what that is?
Yeah, we don't know what that is.
You don't know what that is? Can you give us the middle finger again, please?
Yeah, right here.
Nice, thank you. I needed that angle.
How do you got hair under your armpits now?
Because I'm not one of you.
You have hair under your armpits?
That's it. I know I made a mistake. I fucked your mom and piece of shit like you came out. I fucked her in the ass. I'm sorry. Yeah. I had to like brush her.
Everything's going to be okay. Probably. I don't know.
Ow. That was everything.
Wow. I don't know.
Can I have your hair in my next life?
Go.
We need to remove one of the war chiefs. I need to see if one of my orders can take his place. He's gone. So here he is.
Gambling, Super Inc. covered the show. Just doing well, having a wonderful day. It is time to sleep. So, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. What are you doing? It's not your house, bro. Anyway, I want to say hi. I want to say bye. I'll see you soon. Take it easy. What a day, guys. Filmed a lot, streamed a lot, and make some tips. What more can I ask for? You know? A little bit weird.
And I'm only just coming to this realization. Before the bodyguards have time to react, I run over and I land a ground execution on the war chief.
Next time you take a shot, you won't be so lucky.
Of course, he's retreating. I jump over him, I give him the stun, I then move back so that I can shoot the explosive barrel to try and cause a bit of chaos on the remaining bodyguards. With them now distracted, I run to chase after the war chief. It's finally time to end this.
Saving Rock will come back and hold you from the grave.
You are not coming back to haunt me, man. I've already got the cruel for that. I sent his head flying into the stratosphere. His hood actually flies off the second I cut it off. Then it's called To My Abyss, but the cruel takes his place. Of course it's the cruel. He is dissenting himself. Like a coward. I chase after him as hard as I can, but he ends up just disappearing. With that over, I check out the fortress, and I end up finding the bloody evil eye. Right, he needs to die. He has been gatekeeping. He has been gatekeeping the garrison for too long.
Tired. You go to bed?
It's true. He does have an evil eye. An evil red eye. But apart from that, I think he's pretty boring. He is definitely gatekeeping. You know what's about that.
Let's go to bed.
Goodbye, evil eye.
Mm.
Oh, he's gonna break his neck. He's gonna land on his head. Oh.
So tired.
Oh, that was actually kind of brutal. Evil eye now gone. I hope we find some grunts trying to take his place. We are hiring new captains. Who wants a job? Alright, what's he gonna become? Something good. Oh! Oh, the Destroyer. The warrior takes this chance to promote himself, and then the Destroyer also promotes himself immediately.
Good night, guys.
The fastest promotion of everything. Let's get right back to it. Let's get another captain. Here we go. I mean, the Destroyer literally just promoted himself immediately, so there is another open space. Let's go. Who wants it? We're officially hiring.